Hey guys, how you doing? Today is Thursday, September 8th. How you doing? I know I said in my last video I was going to be taking a little bit of a break from this channel. The break didn't last very long. It's been, what, a day? I just wanted to update you guys on some stuff because if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you'll see that I got a job the other day. I actually got the job the day we got back from our trip. And it's the one place I dropped off my resume. It's a print place, and the guy called me. We got back Tuesday at like midnight, and Wednesday at noon he gave me a call and he said, unfortunately, the job in the art department, which is what I had been applying for, he said the job had already been filled, but would I like to still come in for an interview? So I did, and he hired me for a sales position. So that's actually what I'm going to be doing. I started on Tuesday, but I was only there for an hour and a half because they need to bring in a trainer who, this guy does like all sort of Pacific Northwest, like Utah and Oregon and stuff. So he wasn't available until tomorrow. So I've had Wednesday and Thursday off, and I'm going to be trained tomorrow and Monday. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So it's crazy. I'm nervous, but I think it's going to be fun. The guy seems to think I can do it, and I'll just borrow some of his confidence in me. And he says he thinks my Canadian accent will be a great icebreaker in conversations. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, so I'm working now. And that's really weird. Now, it's not in art. I do want to keep doing my art. And like I said, I do want to get some more stuff done and put some stuff on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff. I do want to work on some paintings. I gotta still open my craft channel. I still want to put some more stuff on Etsy. And I want to do some more craft videos. So I'm just going to ask you guys, if you are people that watch my craft channel, is there something in particular you guys want to see? Do you want me to make more cards? Do you like just watching process videos? Project life? Let me know. Let me know what you're kind of looking for. Yeah, so I just thought I would kind of update you on that. That happened really fast. And starting on the Thursday when we were in Maui, I started to see a cardinal, and it flew by and chirped every day that we were there. The first one I saw, it was so beat up. I think it got caught in the waves or something. The poor little thing didn't have very many feathers. And by the last day, I saw a brilliant red one, and I think it was Mom saying, you better enjoy this vacation, because when you get back, you're getting your butt back to work. So, yeah, crazy. I haven't worked in 16 years, so it's going to be a little weird at first. What's great is that it's part-time hours, so it works around the kids' school schedule. It's Monday to Friday. I can still drive them to school, and I'm done in time to go pick them up. So, I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything better. And 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 8 years ago, I never would have been in this position of a sales job. Wouldn't have been able to do it, wouldn't have been able to talk to anybody. And I think this YouTube thing has given me the confidence to do that. Yeah, because I'm actually a fairly shy person, but I think YouTube's really brought out this whole other side of me. So yeah, so that's what's happening there. I'm going to get my hair done today, so don't worry, I'm not going to scare the people in the office. I just wanted to show you some stuff from Maui. We ended up getting we each got a t-shirt. Scott got an Aloha shirt. They don't call them Hawaiian shirts over there. They're called Aloha shirts. And he ended up getting the one from Magnum PI, the red one with the parrots on it. He was so excited. Kerrigan got a ball hat. Bryn got a sweatshirt. But yeah, we all got t-shirts. And I showed you my bracelet, my Aloha bracelet that I got. We bought this little Christmas ornament. It has little hula girls on it. Kerrigan picked that out at that little ABC store. She wanted that one for the Christmas tree. A restaurant on property. It was called Nick's Fish Market. I keep calling it Nick's Seafood, but it was Nick's Fish Market. And one night that we were there, this guy came around taking pictures. So we got a nice picture of the girls. And the picture says Maui 2016. So I don't want to crop it, but it's a really weird size photo. It's like 7 3/4 by 5 1/4 or something. I don't know. I'll probably never find a frame for it. I did mention that I got a piece of artwork at the swap meet. It was from the guy that had the truck. It was really cool, and I just thought his art was really pretty. This is a painting that he had done, and he paints on wood. I don't know if you can see in her hair, you can see the wood grain. So this is one of his prints, and I just thought it was really pretty, and her hair is like the water, and because we had seen a sea turtle, I just thought that was really neat. I ended up getting the frame today at Michael's. It's an 11 by 14 frame. I just thought that was really nice, and I walked up to the cash, and it wasn't on sale, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna see if I can bring up a coupon on my phone, and it wasn't coming up. And then she's like, oh, well, I have a 50% off coupon that you can just use. I'm like, bless you. So I got that, and I ended up getting this in Halifax on our trip there. I hadn't showed you. I was talking to Louise recently, and her and her husband went to Fisherman's Cove, which is where I bought this. And she's like, it always looks so nice when you're there, but they went and it was like pea soup fog. Like some days in Dartmouth, it could be beautiful and sunny in Halifax and stuff, and then you go down to Fisherman's Cove and you can't see a thing. So that's what it was like there, but I just wanted to share this. This is called By the Ocean Art, handcrafted pebble art. And it's just By the Ocean Art, novascotia.weebly.com. And this girl does this with like little beach stones and driftwood. Isn't that cute? They look like little birds on a branch. Isn't that fun? It just says family. So the kids really loved that. So we had bought that in Halifax. There was one more thing we got in Maui. I just had to go get it off the wall. We got a little pineapple. Isn't that cute? And it's the same guy. It's Joners. There's his little stamp there. But he just makes these out of driftwood. And Scott really loved it. So it was like, okay, cool. So pineapple, just to represent the fact that they surprised me with a pineapple. I thought that was cute. So that was from that same artist that did the blue hair girl. So I thought that was really cool. I'll just show you my sketchbook really quick and show you the drawings I did. So we were in Maui, obviously. So I'll just show you here. So these were the little islands I painted. So there's the big island. Maui, we were kind of tucked into that little cove there. Lahaina, out around that point. That's where Bryn had gone with her friend. And then this is Oahu, and I think that's where there's another Fairmont. It's the Fairmont Orchid, and I think we might go there someday. The kids absolutely loved this trip. We all did. It was just amazing, and we haven't had a vacation like that. We've done cruises, and we've done Disney and stuff, New York, Washington, but they're usually like we're on the go constantly. So for our big decision of the day when we were away was to go to the pool or to the ocean. We like, you know what I mean? It was just very relaxing. So it was a beautiful trip and we want to go back. That's the drawing I showed you guys in the video. That was just the plane that day. And this was sitting on the plane. The first morning, I just went out on the deck and sketched that. And then later that afternoon, we went over to the pool. So I just did a few little words on each one just to say what day it was and what we were up to. And then this was on Thursday morning. I had just heard the cardinal, so we were sitting out on the lounge chairs out front. And this was a little towel place where you got your towels where you went down the beach. And over here was a big round chair that after that morning, I would go over and sit there every morning, and Scott would get his coffee and come over and sit with me. It was very nice. This was on that Thursday. We had brunch, and then we drove to find that Jaws beach. Bryn was navigator, and she loves being the navigator, so she's in the back telling Scott like where we're supposed to go and where we're supposed to turn, and we ended up on that crazy dirt road, and it was so rough. It was like a couple miles of crazy road only to get there, and there's no waves. Apparently there's like a surf season, I think. So we think that was the Jaws. We have no idea. So we did that, and then we went up to Paia and walked around the little town there and went to the flatbread pizza place where they had a vegan pizza, which was great because I didn't have cheese, so it was good. And then this was the pool where the kids would line up here and then go down the slide. And then there was a little swim-up bar where Scott and I sat that afternoon, and we watched a Seahawks game. And I had a Mai Tai. I normally don't drink, but I was in the vacation mode, and I had a Mai Tai and sat there and watched football in a pool. It was kind of cool. This was the Friday morning. I was sitting out front, and these are the little houses that were next to our resort, and that was right before we went on the little canoe ride, which was pretty cool. And then this was that afternoon at the pool. I'm starting to put people in my sketches. You can see just like some stick people. It kind of just gives you size and scale. But I got some little tiny people in the pool. My scale was off there. But anyway, and then this was Friday afternoon. We had been at the pool bar watching Hawaii and California play college football in Australia. They're trying to bring interest of football down to Australia, so California had to bring the uprights and everything. Australia didn't have anything. So we were sitting here, Scott's there in his sun-safe hat and shirt. He burns so easily. So I had just ditched him. I was getting cold sitting there because there's actually, you're sitting up above the water and there was a breeze coming, so I was like, I'm cold, I'm out. And then this was Saturday morning. This was before we went to the swap meet, and I sat out there, and so you can see another one of those houses, but I just sat a little further out and you could see more of the sand and stuff. And this was out in Lahaina. That's out where we drove Bryn later that day to go see her friend. And then this was that afternoon. The girls were swimming and stuff. This is where the slide spit out right there. So I just sat there and did a quick sketch. They wanted to have a quick swim before we took Bryn out to her friend. And then this was Sunday morning. Kerrigan was still asleep, and I was sitting on that round chair, and Scott was sitting there with me. So I did a little sketch of the villa. And then on what afternoon was this? Sunday afternoon, Bryn's friend's parents brought the girls back to our hotel, and so the three girls were over swimming at the pool. This was at the Tranquility Pool, which was the adult pool, and it was so funny. There was a woman there who, I think she had a few Mai Tais, and she was so loud, and it's supposed to be just a quiet, relaxing thing, but she was really loud, and as she walked by to leave, she dropped her phone in the pool. It was not waterproof. And she like let out this yell, and then she had her hat and sunglasses and cover up and purse and everything. She walked right into it was like a Mr. Bean. She walked right down into the water, and her hat was like floating, and everyone's just like trying not to laugh, but she was just so loud that whole time. And then, oh my God, so everybody knew she drowned her phone, but she walked down in the pool and her hat was floating. Oh my God, it was the funniest thing. So she came up and announced to everybody she was going to go up to her room and have a rest. Oh my God. But anyway, and as I was sitting there, I was just finishing off this sketch, and this young couple walked by. They were so sweet, and he was like, I can't help but notice, and you're very talented. I just thought it was really sweet for them to stop and say something. And his girlfriend or wife, she said, oh, you know, who needs a camera when you can capture it this way? She just thought that was really cool. So I thought that was really sweet that they said something. And then Monday we were just about to have breakfast and then take Bryn's friend to the airport because her family had been there for a week in Lahaina, and then they were going to go off to another island and stay for almost another week. So that would have been amazing, but very cool. So this was a little ice hut where you could get shaved ice, and then there was a little tent there where you could have henna done. And then this was the last sketch I did. I didn't get a chance to finish painting it, but it was that fountain that you saw in the video that I had wanted to sketch. So I still have to go back in and work on it, but I just thought that was fun. And then that's the end of the sketchbook. So I'm kind of hoping we get back to Hawaii. So I was thinking about filling this just going off of photographs and stuff, but what I like about this is that the memories are from sitting there and remembering what was going on and what day it was when I actually did the sketches. So I think I'm just going to hold on, wait till we maybe go back to Hawaii someday, and I'll fill it up. Yes, yes, yes. And I took my large paint palette with me, which I was glad I did. Even though most of my paintings are brown and green and blue, it was just nice to have the options of other colors. So yeah, so that's that was the stuff we got in Maui and the sketches I did in Maui. Now I did get a package before we went away, and I just didn't have a chance to say thank you. But this was from Nicole, and Nicole, I have your little cardinal sitting here next to my mug that says "It's all good," because it is. Check this out. He lights up. How sweet is that? Isn't that cute? So she sent me a note and she said, Tanya, hello, hope you're doing well and had an amazing time visiting your family. I was watching one of your other videos and it always breaks my heart to hear you talk about your mom. I lost my dad 5 years ago and sadly I feel your pain. I just wanted to reach inside my phone and give you a big hug, but since I can't do that, I wanted to send you this cardinal in hopes that it would bring you some comfort when you look at it. It even lights up, which I thought was pretty cool. Thinking of you, Nicole. Isn't that sweet? He's so cute. So he's sitting right here by my mug. And it's all good, because it always is, right? Thank you. I thought that was so sweet. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, so I'm just going to be cleaning my craft room, and I'll do videos of stuff. Might just be me painting. It might be, I might be making a card. I might be doing some Project Life or something. I don't know. So hoping to have some crafts up on my craft channel. And like I said, for this channel, I'll pop in every once in a while. I know I took a break of about, what, 12 hours and I'm back again. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys about the job, show you what we got in Maui, share that with you. So yeah, so I'll be back. I mean, I'm not going to take a complete break because now I found a job. That was faster than I thought it was going to be. But I will be sort of taking a break because I'll be working every day now. It's going to be good. I'm excited. And so I'm not going to be going on a lot of field trips and stuff, but when we do go someplace, I will share it with you. We're supposed to be going up to Vancouver sometime in November, just for a quick weekend or something. So in situations like that, of course, I'll bring you with me. And yeah, so I hope you guys are good. And thanks for everyone saying you're going to miss me. I thought that was really sweet. But I'll still be around. I'll still do quick little videos like this, even though this isn't quick. I tend to babble. Yeah, so off to work tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Still don't know how I feel about all this. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good. See, it's all good. My cardinal's looking at me saying, yes, it's all good, Tanya. Just get your butt out to work. It's normal. All right. Okay. So I hope you guys are good. And I'll be back with some more videos soon. All right, take care, guys. See ya.